Hello and welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Talk. I'm your host, Scott Minton. Today we're back in the Brock Bourbon Bar and we're drinking some Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, bring
Old
it on.
Forge.
Smooth.
Have you had it yet?
Tennessee whiskey. Sweet strawberry wine. Some Chris Stapleton. I think he makes Traveler, but you know,
I'm tone deaf, so yeah.
That's fair.
Oh,
anyway,
we know.
So we're having Tennessee whiskey, Old Forge Distillery.
Yeah, This is kind of like a reverse mail call. Our family was down there last year.
Yep.
We went to Old Mill restaurant.
Old Mill Restaurant.
They,
I feel like I should be breaking my radio voice. Old Mill Restaurant in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
just like a Michael Bay video.
Old Forge Distillery.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So Old Mill decided to get into the whiskey business, and it was actually started off with moonshine.
Yep.
And so, because down in Tennessee, you have like Old Smoky and a few of the other ones in that area, and so they decided to start their own little distilling group. So they started off with moonshine, and over the recently they just started producing some blended bourbon. This is one of their first rounds of doing this. So as I said, I want to take it for. I'm not going to expect high expectations for this because it's one of their first rounds getting into blended whiskey. But I want to give them a little bit of hope that they can start maturing a little bit with this.
So how old is this juice? Does it say?
It is non-age stated.
Non-aged. So that means it's 2 to 4 years old.
Yep. Now,
Which, judging by the lightness of the color, I would say is right.
Now
they're
very transparent on the back. It says contains a minimum of 20% grain neutral spirits.
Whoa. Okay.
All right.
Wait, so what does that mean?
Moonshine.
Moonshine.
Oh, okay.
Well, it could be moonshine. It could be a corn grain.
Usually it's going to be more high corn.
Yeah, but it also could be sugar. I mean, grain neutral spirits could be a variety of different things. I will say it immediately is super corn forward on the nose, and it is very, very young smelling.
Yeah, as I said, from a youth standpoint, I'm not surprised of it being on that youthfulness since this is one of their first forays.
Barber, are you snorting on the mic over there? Somebody's got nose heavy over here, man. Who's doing it this time? It's not me and it's not Nick because Nick's talking.
It might be me. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
It's all good. Somebody's like Darth Vader and the mic over here.
Old Forge in her.
With all fairness, it is Southern Indiana, and it is like cold season, so we're all probably struggling to breathe most days.
Well, we're also hitting the 4 seasons in 1 week.
Yeah.
Around here.
That is fair. Yeah, it was like 60, then it was 37, now it's
Snow.
like 40, snow, yeah, rain, yeah.
So what is this officially? It can't be a bourbon in the
No, it's a
It's
whiskey.
a blended bourbon whiskey.
Bourbon whiskey. Okay.
Yep. And it comes in at 100 proof. So it's probably proof to 100.
That is super, super like corn / youthful smell.
I get a cornbread straight up on the nose.
Yeah,
But it's not like bad for what it is. Like
but
it
that
smells
grain
good.
neutral like spirit, like I feel like it's probably definitely corn. I probably a blend of corn and sugar. Honestly, it probably is straight up.
It smells like a
moonshine.
corn mash.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no doubt since they are a moonshine first.
Yeah, but you look at
location.
places like Casey Jones, right? Like they're making stuff. They've got some things that are like have heavy sugar content, on some of their stuff. It doesn't smell quite as like grain neutral as this.
I would compare this more to what we did with whenever Old Smoky sent us their bourbon.
That's fair.
Because I want to actually do
Yeah.
this kind of like Tennessee originating distillery doing moonshine and then trying to get their feet into bourbon. So
Yeah.
that's where I kind of see this. That's what I want to compare them to. It's hard to compare somebody who's done moonshine mostly
Yeah.
and then they try to get their foot into bourbon making versus a lot of the distilleries in Kentucky that have already been doing bourbon for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Right.
This just needs age. I mean, I just,
100% agree with you on
I mean,
that.
it, like the nose, it's missing something. There's something going on there. Like you can almost kind of sniff that grain neutral spirit, very corn forward. And then immediately when I sipped it, like it has like alcohol-y, ethanol-y with some aging to it, but nothing that I would distinguish as bourbon or even Tennessee whiskey for that matter.
Let me put it kind of as a frame of mind. Then let me think of it this way, because after taking my first poll, if I put in the context of think of them trying to age a moonshine in a bourbon barrel,
And that's fair. My problem is because of the neutral spirit, I think, that's in there, it almost drinks above proof. Like, it's drinking hotter than 100 proof to me. Like, just the way it kind of, the finish, especially, but there is a little bit of a complexity note with this, but it's nothing that I would be like, this is bourbon or this is Tennessee whiskey. It's just, it's got like corn and a little bit of, spice, but it's just basically, if I had to guess, it's really close to like 95 to 99% corn. Like I'd be surprised if there's any rye in this at all. It might be like a 99.1 with malted barley as being the second grain. And then when you take the grain neutral spirit portion, like who knows how much of that's sugar and how much of that's actually corn. So
it's like a yellow corn, but a lot more diluted with the flavor. I think this would make a great mixer. You could do some fun things with it if you approached it like a shine as opposed to a bourbon whiskey. I agree with Scott. I think it just the age is showing.
It's youthfulness.
It's very youthful.
Super youthful.
Well, I mean, you have to give. They're trying to get their feet into from moonshine to kind of blended bourbon.
no, 100%.
So,
Like
so there's
I
going
said,
to be youthfulness.
I think they're on a good path.
Yeah.
It just needs.
It's got enough sweetness. I think as it ages. I'm curious too. Is like, are these 53-gallon barrels? Are they 25-gallon barrels? Are they 10-gallon barrels? Like, I'm kind of curious to see what the process is with them and how it moves forward. It's not bad. It's just really youthful.
It's youthful.
Like, and I think that's what, like, I don't want anybody to be like, hey, this is trash. It's not. It's young.
Yeah.
It's super young. Like, you can taste the youthfulness
It
off this.
has-
Not to mention, like I said, that the neutral grain spirit really, really overtakes the finish. Like, I feel like I'm drinking vodka, like almost like on the finish, the way that it finishes in the back of my throat into my chest. It's got kind of that, like, burn.
Like burn without flavor.
Yeah, burn without flavor.
Yeah.
So my thoughts around this go back to certain areas. Like I've never if you've ever heard of Zapappas, the rum.
Yeah, the Zapappas, yeah.
Yep. So they do a barrel aged Solaris style rum. So that they sit there and it ages for a long period of time.
Yep.
And I've always kind of told people, is like going, if you wanted to kind of gateway from rum to bourbon, drink that first.
That
Because
makes
you
sense.
start to
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
And I think what they're trying to do here is this start to be their gateway.
Gateway from
moonshine
to bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the path that they're trying to take.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not saying this is bad. I'm saying it is youthful.
Yeah.
You can
It has
taste the
potential.
In
youth.
comparison
Yes.
to standard bourbon.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. But it has potential. You can tell there is that
Yeah,
potential.
it's sweet. It's got a texture. It's got a layer to it.
Yes.
But I also think it's extremely high corn. Like, it's missing. Like, I'm curious to see how this evolves to the point of, like, is it going to be like traditional Tennessee whiskey? When I think of that, I think of like 84, 88, right? Like, I mean,
Right.
that's just kind of where it's at. Like, JD's close to that, Cascade, like all the other ones there, they're all in that 80% corn, and then a little bit of rye, a little bit of malted barley. So I'm kind of curious to see where that lands for them, and then how everything else plays into it, and do they get rid of the neutral grain spirit at that point?
I would imagine they would. I would say this is reminiscent, if you could say it's an early West Fork or Hugh Hammer, that 99.1. No, I said early. I said early.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I mean, the Hugh
I
Hammer
get-
and the 91.1 have always already been like 4 to 6 year.
but there's
aged.
no neutral grain.
No.
So I have a hard time making that comparison.
Is that Arm & Hammer's brother?
wrong powder.
100,000 unemployed comedians. We get a free audition from Johnny today.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Like I said, it's not bad.
I think it's on their way to as a start as we were saying.
Right.
I think it might be a gateway of them trying to introduce, starting to do bourbon style, for those people in Tennessee who are primarily moonshine drinkers.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like we're giving our commentary, but we're all kind of still drinking it, so
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's a plus for it.
Yeah.
And then also like it's funny you mentioned like how we're all kind of Ohio Valley and we're getting 4 seasons in a week and we're
Yeah.
all sick. Like this would be great in a hot toddy. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
Actually, no,
Absolutely.
that's not bad. You can put a little bit of honey in that, and a little
Oh,
bit of a
Honey, a
sweetener.
little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg in it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like that would actually be pretty decent.
Yeah.
So, but as a bourbon whiskey, I think it
needs
fails
some
on it
age.
just because it is so youthful.
Yeah. It just needs some
Yeah.
aging.
Like I would equate that color to being like tea that did not sit long enough,
Sure, yeah.
or super watered down tea.
Early steep tea.
But
Yeah.
I've had things that were older and higher proof that I didn't drink, and I'm still kind of sipping on it. So I mean, that's a nice observation.
It almost looks like a youthful Indiana light whiskey.
Okay,
That's actually
Okay,
good. That's a
yeah.
good relation to light whiskey color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I will say it's got fairly good legs.
Yeah.
Like when you look at the legs and how it holds into the actual glass itself, it's got a lot going on there. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I don't think it's bad. It is extremely youthful. There's probably some promise there. I would get rid of the neutral grain spirit. Honestly, I would have probably left it however it was when it came off the barrel. But that's just me.
No, that's a good call. I think there's promise.
I don't want to rate this. I don't want to
No.
throw anything because I you know me. I don't like trashing anybody's product, right? Like, and I'm afraid if I gave it a number, it would be way too low for the respect of where it's at, right? Because if I had to guess, this has probably only been in a barrel for 12 months. I don't even think it's 18 months old.
Okay.
I would be surprised if it was. So
Possible, but we don't know.
I would say shows
shows promise.
promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has
that's a good
potential.
ranking.
It has potential.
Has potential. 100%. Yep.
It'd be interesting to taste it.
Go back and revisit.
Yeah, go back, revisit in a few years to see where they've moved on.
Yeah, 100%.
Actually, this has already been about a year and a half, I think, since we've been there.
Yeah.
Well, the next time we go, maybe we can pick up another bottle.
I'd say probably if you go back in 2 years, you're probably
Yeah.
looking at maybe like a 3 to 4 year old.
Yeah.
Probably at that point, yeah, you're probably okay. Depending on how long they've been doing this, right? Like,
Right.
I'm guessing that's probably about 12 months old. That would be my guess.
No, but to be willing to try and see.
Any other highlights? Anything else I'm missing?
I must say, if you ever get a chance to, on the back of the actual bottle, you know how like what was it, GTS and a few of the other ones have like little pictures on the back of the label. This
Oh,
actually
yeah.
has a picture of the actual old mill
Mill.
Yeah, let me see
on the
that.
back of it.
Yeah,
On the
that's
back of the
kinda neat.
label.
Yeah, it is cool.
That is kind of neat. Mm-hmm. I do like bottles that have weird characters that you don't necessarily see all the time. I also tell you what, I do like the fact that it's a single wraparound.
Yeah.
I wish they would have went more around on the one side though, but then it would defeat the purpose of having the image.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the medallion on the bottle, the
Yep.
little hammer and the little anvil.
This would be a good like apocalypse bourbon. Like
Okay.
you're out running for your life, fighting off the hordes, trying not to get murdered by the other survivors. Like this could be a fuel source. This could get you drunk and keep you warm at night. Like it's a good it's
Fair-
a,
fair-
it's
fair
got a nice
point,
you
fair
could club
point.
someone with a bottle and use it as improvisational weapon.
I love how Johnny always
know?
finds a useful way to
survive the apocalypse.
100%.
I like giving people a fighting chance, you
Yeah.
know. And so, like in the bourbon world, like we got some big boys that are rolling around and they're getting a lot of attention. That's great. Like we love bourbon.
Okay, why is your question then? You've just been bitten. You have a few minutes to live. What's your drink?
We can't ask that right now. No, that's I ask other people that.
We'll
I
ask
get
him off
judged
air.
on my fucking answer. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I would have a gin with I don't even know.
Keep-
It'd
keep-
be
keep
something
going.
crazy.
I think you're right
I'm
on
pretty sure
track.
it's something with gin.
Why do you
though.
make me sound like a Nelson? I feel like every time you do a Johnny voice,
I think it
it's
might
like
have
a Nelson.
cucumber with it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Anyway, I think that's our episode of Bourbon Barrel Talk. If you want to find us, you can find us on Facebook, the Instagram, or the X. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you get our episodes first thing on Sunday morning. And whether you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, give it a 5-star, give it a like, share it to your friends and family. Send us any questions to bourbonbarreltalk@gmail.com. This is Scott, Johnny, Barbara, and Nick. Sign off from the Brock Bourbon Bar. Peace out.
Bros.
Schlein,
Don't give up on those pigeons.